Welcome to this sixth session of this Linux administration course. So let's go further. Last time we have learned how to create a users group and how to assign a password to the user. Also, we have learned how to means when we execute this user add command, what is the background process, what happens in the background of user add command. Okay, so just one thing is left in this background process, so that I am going to tell you now. Before that, we are going to create a user without user add command. Okay, without user add command. So till now we have learned what is the background process and what are the files where the users and group entries get created. Okay, so the file is cat the file is etc passwd. Okay, so for go open this file, go into this file. Okay, come at the end of the file, last line, and press O. Okay, when you press O, it will go in insert mode, plus it will go at next line. Okay, like this you can see. And if you just press enter I for insert mode, the cursor will be on the same line, but it will not come at the next line. You will see that. See, I am going into insert mode by pressing I on the keyboard. See, the cursor is still on the same line. If I press O, it will go into insert mode and it will come at next line. You will see. See, here also you can check the line number is 29. I am on this cursor is now line number 29. And when I press O, it will go to line number 30 and it will go in insert mode. Okay, now I am creating a new user without user add command. So what I need to do, I will create a new user called mask. Okay, mask colon x colon, I will give this user ID 1006 and the group ID would be same 1006, double colon slash home slash mask colon slash bean slash bash. So same as per this. Okay, as Dell we have other users like Dell new one, new user, etc test. The same context you have to write it over here, same context. After the username, you need to write the same context as this. Okay, then you need to save this file. Okay, keep in mind your group ID is 1006. Okay, now let's go to group file, come at the end of the file and create a group here called mask, then colon x and the group ID is 1006, then press colon and save the file. Okay, now you don't need to create an entry in etc shadow file manually. Okay, you don't need to do that. Now another thing is we need to create a home directory of this user. So go to /home directory and create a directory over here, mkdir slash mkdir mask. Okay, because we have created a user with the name mask, we have created group with name mask, and we are creating the same directory using mask name. Okay, now ls-l, check this directory is created and check the permission of it. See, this mask directory is created, you can see these are the permission, and you can see these are the user owner and this is the group owner. So who is the owner? Root is the owner of this directory, and it should not, root should not the owner of this directory. You can see there is a Dell user, the Dell user's owner is Dell itself and group owner is also Dell. So same we need to assign this user to this directory. Okay, for that there is a command chown. It means change owner. Okay, change owner minus r. So when we learned rm minus rvf command, the r is for recursive, the small r is for recursive, and this r is also for recursive, but this r is when we assign permissions to a directory or to a file. Okay, so you need to use minus r and then write the, okay, type the username first like this. This is the username, okay, and this should be a group name. So first it will come username colon then group name, okay, and give the directory name as well. This is the mask directory. I want to assign a user mask and group owner mask to mask directory itself and hit enter. Now check ls minus l. You will see the ownership of this mask directory has been changed. Okay. Now again come here. You can see this permission. We have learned this permission in last lectures. Okay. So these are the permission. These are the default permission for Dell new one. So these are the default permission. What is the permission? 7, 0 and 0. Okay. So same permission we need to assign to this mask directory as well. Okay. So for that there is a command chmod, means change mode. Okay, change mode minus r and then 700. This 7 is for user, this 0 is for group, and this 0 is for other users, and mention the directory name. Now go again and check the permissions. See, the permission are changed for mask users as well. So you can see for Dell user there are same permission 700, for mask as well 700. New also the permission are same 700. Okay, this is for all other users or all local users. Okay, now there is one thing you can check whether this user is able to log in properly or not. Last time we have checked new one user. Let's check it again. I'm taking the duplicate session over here, new one, and giving the password. Okay, I think we didn't assign password for new one. Let me assign the password for new one user. Let's log in again. Yeah, so this is the login shell. This same shell should be printed after login mask user. Okay, and you can see here a dollar sign. Okay, now log out this user and let's assign the password for mask user. I have assigned the password Red Hat only for mask user. I'm taking the duplicate session. Let's try login to the mask user, and you can see mask dollar, right? Okay, so it means the user is properly working and properly login. But there are other things you can see in mask user. I'm executing a command ls minus a. So what a will show you, ls minus a will show you the hidden files. Okay, ls minus a will show you hidden file. Normal ls and ls minus l will show you the files and directories. But if you want to see the hidden files, you need to execute the command ls minus a. Okay, so let's go to new one user's home directory, new one, and execute the command over here ls minus a. You will see these files: bash history, bash logout, bash profile, and bash rc. Okay, these 4 files are missing in the mask user's home directory. Okay, let's go to /home mask and ls minus a. You will see only bash history file is there. Bash logout, bash profile, bash rc, these files are not there. So you need to copy this file from from etc scale directory. Okay, etc scale. If you see ls minus a, there are 3 files which are hidden. So how can we see, how can we identify these files are hidden or not? So before every hidden file there is a dot, you can see. Every hidden file there is a dot. Okay, before every hidden file there is a dot, that is your hidden file. Okay, so you need to copy all these files into your user's home directory. Okay, so I'm going to copy now cp dot bash underscore logout dot bash underscore profile and dot bash rc. Okay, now I need to give a path where I need to copy the file home mask. Enter. Okay, files got copied. Let's go to mask home directory and execute the command ls minus a. Okay, all hidden files are copied in mask home directory. Okay, so in the background what happens, this also happens when you execute the useradd command. This all hidden file bash logout profile and bash rc, this will copy to the user's home directory. Okay, so let's add this point in notepad. Also these files gets copied to the user's home directory from /etc scale. Okay, now let's see the different okay, let's see how to create this hidden files. Okay, so there is a command touch to create a normal file like this file. Okay, file 123. Okay, so file 123 have been created. Now let me create a file 345 that should be hidden. So before a file name I need to give a dot and hit enter. Now check whether the file is there. Okay, so I have executed ls command, the file will not show it over here. You need to give ls minus a and then the file 345 can be shown. Okay, so how to see the hidden files? You need to execute the command ls minus a. Okay, now we have check, is mask user able to log in? Yes, mask user is able to log in. Okay, now the thing is we didn't use useradd command while creating the mask user. Okay, and there is one another thing I have to show you, that etc shadow. Now etc shadow, let's go to etc shadow file. You will see the mask users entry is created over there. So when we create a user without useradd command, okay, you don't need to create a manual entry of a user in shadow file. Okay, so when you assign a password to the user, this entry will get automatically created in shadow file. Okay, when you assign a password to the user, this user's entry will automatically get created. Okay, so this is the process how to uh, create a user without useradd command. And now you are you come to know, if a user has any problem in login, what you need to check, whether the etc, whether these bash files are available in the available or not in the user's home directory, whether the passwd file has the user's entry, whether the etc group file has the user's entry. This all you need to check, whether the user's home directory also is got created or not, or the user's home directory permission also you need to check. See, ls minus l. you need to check these permissions as well. This permission should be means the user is, if the user is mask, okay, and the home directory is mask, the mask user only should be the owner of this directory and nobody else. Mask should be user and the mask group should be the group owner. Okay, mask should be the user owner and mask should be the group owner, and the permission should be 700. User must have full access. Read, write, execute. Okay, user means this owner should have full access, and other than this user, no groups and no other user should have access. Okay, so that's it for the today's session, and practice this. Without practice you can't achieve anything. Okay, so subscribe to the channel for upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.